Hello and welcome back everybody to the channel. This is Tyler the Cosmic Spider playing some Call of Duty Ghost. If you guys are new to the channel, I do enjoy playing all sorts of different games, but today I found myself playing a lot of Call of Duty Ghost, and I noticed that a lot of people kind of are not doing too good at it. So I thought I kind of took that as a hint, like, hey, you might want to give out some tips so people know what they're doing, because I'd rather face off against better people than cruddier people. So today I have 5 major minor tips, if that makes sense. They're not going to be any like in-depth strategies. If you're looking for an in-depth strategy, I'll have one coming out later this month. But for now, it's just going to be kind of basic. You guys probably have already heard a lot of these if you've been looking at the tips videos, but I kind of want to explain them a little bit more than just saying like, do this, do this, do this. I'll kind of give you examples of how I'm doing it in the match, and then also, you know, I've got 2 different matches here on this video, so I can kind of compare and show you guys that yes, I do in fact follow these tips almost every single game I play. So with that long introduction said, I kind of just want to talk to you guys about starting the matches. A lot of you guys, you probably just, you know, run everywhere, run somewhere, do something, whatever when you start a match. And that's kind of what you should do. When I start a match, my tip to you is to kind of run to an area that is high traffic, somewhere where there are typically a lot of people either camping or running around in, and just kind of get a feel for how this team is going to play. And this really only comes into play if you are playing with a new group of people in a new lobby, something like that. If you've been playing with the same group of people throughout, you know, 6, 7, 8 matches, you kind of already have a feel of how to play. So you might be able to skip this tip, but this is for either your first match of the day or, you know, just beginning in a new lobby. You kind of just want to run to an area that is considered high traffic, somewhere where you know they're going to be maybe, you know, 3 or 2 people at least. That's what I consider, you know, just sustained amount of enemies throughout the entire game. Now with doing that, it kind of has the consequence of you are probably going to get a lot of your deaths right off the bat at the beginning of the match, which can kind of kill your mojo, if you know what I mean. I personally don't mind it. I normally do get a majority of my deaths toward the beginning of a match, and I'm kind of okay with that. If you don't want to run into the area, you might be able to find somewhere and overlook the area, because I just personally like moving around a little bit. But if you like to sit up in a crow's nest or something, you can look out over an area like that middle area that I went to at the beginning, and you can see, are there people running through it? Are they not running through it? Are they kind of camping back in their spawn? You can do all that from a crow's nest too, but I personally do not like the camper style. I like to move around. I do. But with that said, I'm not a running gunner by any means. I am just more of a patroller, and that's kind of my second tip, I guess, is to patrol an area. You don't need to run around the entire map. That's kind of stupid. You're just wasting a lot of time and just basically getting an exercise, which isn't necessary. So with me, I like to patrol an area that I know to be high traffic. So obviously I'm comfortable in this building and out in that grass field. That's where I tend to stay. I tend not to even go across the street to that other building on this map, but I do, I guess, feel comfortable on that other side. So you can see I always tend to gravitate toward that side. And what I'll do is I'll kill somebody, maybe 2 people, maybe 3 people, and then I'll move around. I guess it's like, I don't know if it's called camp kill, whatever. I don't like to consider it camp killing. Nobody wants to call themselves a camper, but I'm definitely not a camper. I don't just sit in a corner the whole match. I feel that's really stupid to do. I feel like you're not getting a whole lot of kills doing that. So yeah, you can get the kill and then move a little bit. Get the kill and then move a little bit. Because what that is doing is these people that you're killing, they're going to come back. They know where you're at. They're going to come back for a revenge kill. I do it all the time, and let me tell you, that's just kind of a sub tip. Do not go for revenge kills. They're absolutely stupid. They're a very easy way to get yourself killed again. But a lot of people do come back for revenge kills. And a revenge kill is just, it's basically, like I said, when you kill somebody, they're going to come back for you because now they know where you're at. And that's so easy to take advantage of. If you move just a little bit, they're not going to know where you're at all of a sudden, but they're going to be running to where you were. That's another easy way to get kills. You could just see right there that I learned from one of my mistakes, and that's something you have to be able to do. If you cannot learn from your mistakes, if all you do is cry about dying or whatever, and you're not learning from them, then you're just going to keep dying. So learning from your mistakes can be as simple as what I did, which is like early in the video you saw that I got killed in that little, I don't know how to call it, but like it's a long hallway-ish type thing that leads up to the upper story of that building. And I got killed because I wasn't aware that there was that section down below. Okay, and then obviously I got killed there, and I learned, hey, there's a section down there. So ever since that time, I literally take that bottom path every single time, because now I know it's there. It's a very easy way to keep your back covered. You don't have to worry about people shooting you from behind. So yeah, I learned from my mistakes. And in this map as well, I learned from mistakes. But you can also see similarities in the way I started too, and this is why I'm kind of showed 2 matches, is I ran up to that area that I know to be a high traffic area at the beginning of the match, and I just kind of waited it out a little bit, like I maybe waited 1 or 2, 3 seconds, because one of my teammates had died up there, and I knew that they were going to pop that corner looking for other people, because, I mean, obviously you want to try to get to their spawn, I guess, but no, I wasn't there. I mean, I was there, but they weren't aware, and I shot. But then you saw that I moved back, I switched up my position, because obviously other teammates would see that I killed that guy, and they'd be like, wow, there's someone there, but I backed up a little bit. And it's just a simple, these tips are just, they go together so well. That's why I kind of wanted to bring it. But like I said, don't worry, I will have a more in-depth strategy for people who care about that kind of stuff. I'll have that, I'll try to get it out toward the end of this month if you guys want to know more about what you can do kind of broadly, but also more in depth, and it'll be out, don't worry. But for now, you can see over these past 2 gameplays that I have switched my loadouts a couple times, and that's a tip that I think people really overlook, because I feel like when people pick a loadout, they just stick with it, like they don't even think about switching. But what I found myself is that in the first match, I found that I was running into people more up close. So an assault rifle doesn't really make sense for that situation, because assault rifles are more for the long medium range. And so I switched to an SMG, and I did a lot better. This match I started with an assault rifle, and then I kind of noticed I was running into people really closely, and then I switched to an SMG, but then I realized, okay, these people are kind of far away, this is a bigger map, so I switched to this Remington, and I stayed with Remington the whole time because this gun is amazing. But I guess that could be a sub-tip for this point, is to just kind of find a weapon you're comfortable with, you know? I think everybody could use the Remington. It's really, really good, no recoil, high damage, but a lot of people don't, you know, whatever. You just find a gun that works for you. Don't worry about, oh, is this gun is it like considered a noob weapon? Just use whatever you want to use, huh? Nobody can do anything about it. And then the last thing I want to talk to you guys about is just use your brain. I feel like when we play this game, we become a zombie. We're just like running, looking for people, when we should be using our brain. What I started doing, and I've noticed this has improved my games tremendously, is I start trying to visualize, if I were on their team, where would I be? And from there, I can kind of set up a strategy about, you know, where am I going to start patrolling and all that kind of stuff. So just using your brain can really get you a far, far way in this game, because nobody else uses theirs. They're just senselessly either sitting in a corner or running around, or they're just kind of, you know, running the map, just doing what they do. And if you use your brain a little bit, you can outsmart them, even just a little bit. But that's really all the tips I have for you guys. You know, I have a couple more minutes here to kind of just do a regular commentary, because that is what a lot of my videos are going to be about. So if you guys are new and you guys have learned your tips, this is kind of what I do after, or normally, I guess. But if you guys enjoy the tip videos, I can do more tip videos. It was kind of just brought on by the fact that I was playing with those people, and I noticed that they might need a little help. So I did want to make a tips video. But this is just going to be regular commentary for a little second or two. So that's really all I want to talk to you guys about. If you guys have enjoyed this video, if it helped you in any way, let me know by leaving a like or a comment. I really love both of them. And if you guys really want to stick around and really want to get to know me more, you can go ahead and subscribe. It's simple. It's simple. I love you guys. I'm different than all the other YouTubers, you know. I really do care about my community. I really flourish off you guys. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.